So what's the logistics of being 13 and signing for a team halfway across the world? Like, how does that work on your family dynamic? Like, you're a kid, like, you got taken out of school. Like, how does, I think people would be interested to know.
Yeah, so it was really tough. Like, I went over originally for a week or 10 days to kind of have like my first initial trial, because like to go over for your first 6-week trial is a big risk, considering like you might not be good enough. So they put me over for a week just to kind of just see what I was like and get like a feel for me. After the first week, Kevin Betsy was my coach, obviously played for Fulham for a long time, and Kevin said to me and my dad, like, look, if you're serious about this, like, come over and we'll give you a proper 6-week trial. Me and my dad and my mom, my sister, my brother, kind of everyone, we kind of just sat down as a family, like when I got back, talked about it, like, is this something we really want to do? And obviously, like, as a 12-year-old kid, I was like, no, like, I cannot leave my friends, like, no, please, like, you know. But like, obviously my dad was like, look, Liam, like, I don't think you're making the right decision. Like, I think you need to think really hard about this, like, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously I thought about it, and I was like, well, I want to play, you know, soccer for a living. And so he was like, so I was like, okay, like, let's do it. So me and my dad basically just like packed up our whole lives, moved over to England, and I was meant to have a 6-week trial. After 3 weeks, they gave me a full contract.
Oh, nice.
So I signed after 3 weeks, and then I was at Fulham for 4 years, basically kind of like halfway through that, maybe when I was 14 or 15. I started to like improve drastically. My dad was like to my mom and stuff, like, Liam's gonna take this like proper serious, like he's gonna try and become a professional footballer, like it'd be good if like the whole family kind of like came together. So then my mom moved over, my sister, my brother, everyone moved over for me basically. To help support me, and obviously like that obviously ended up working out and helping me loads to feel at home and feel like normal. And yeah, so that's kind of how it happened. But it was really hard. Like, I used to cry myself to sleep. Like, I'm open about it like all the time. It was a really tough period in my life, obviously being 12, 13 years old, being away from your friends, your mom, your brother, your sister, you know, it's going to be difficult. But it was the best decision I've ever made. And I tell my dad that every day. My dad gives me stick because he's like, oh, you always say that, like, I forced you to come over and that. And I'm like, no, but I always say that it was the best decision that I've ever made. And I wasn't at the age where I could have made the decision myself. Yeah. I rationally wasn't thinking properly. So like, it's the biggest compliment to you that you made that decision for me almost and made me come over here. So the best decision that we've ever made as a family. So